Okay, y'all, since it's Mother's Day, I want to share with y'all my labor and delivery story, okay? It was it was not a pleasant labor and delivery. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, so first of all, when I went in the delivery room, they did the ultrasound and they was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, your baby is breech." And if you don't know what breech is when your baby is positioned in the opposite way. Either their feet is positioned down to your pelvic, or or the baby is twisted some kind of odd way or whatever. Naturally, the baby should come out head first, facing down, but my daughter came out head first, facing up. So that's still considered being breech, right? So I was trying to figure out like why they didn't tell me that the whole 9 months I was pregnant with her. Like every doctor's appointment I've been to, they say everything looked good, even the ultrasound looked good. I don't know if she turned around the day of, but anyway, so I had to deal with that. So when I had got the epidural or whatever, epidural is when they put the needle in your back so they can numb you from your waist down, so you can have a easier labor and delivery. And it worked too good. The reason why I say it worked too good because when they numbed me, I didn't feel anything. Like you can touch me on my leg, I couldn't feel like nothing. I had to wait hours for the numbness can go down so I can have some kind of feeling down there for me to push her out. Pushing her out wasn't too bad or whatever. It didn't take that long. But when she came out, the doctors, was like, she not crying. I was asking them, what's wrong with her? I was like, what's wrong? Why my baby not crying? And it was like, because she drunk some of your amniotic fluid. And that's the fluid, that's inside, the sac or whatever, and she drunk some and she wasn't supposed to drink some. So they had to rush her all the way to the nursery and pump the fluid out her stomach so they can bring her back to me. So I was worried. I was like, oh, my baby, like, what's gonna happen to her? Like, she okay? And they was like, yeah, calm down, she fine or whatever. They just pumping her stomach out and we gonna bring her to you. So they brought her to me, and they was like, all right, since she came out breech, I split. And it was not a little split. Like I split from one end to the next, like all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna spare the details, but just imagine. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get stitches. And one of the nurses came in and she turned the epidural machine off too early. So I was I wasn't numb no more. So I felt every stitch. And I was like, yo, like am I supposed to feel, you stitching me up down there? And she was like, no, I'm so sorry. But the nurses, they turned the machine off prematurely. And I was like, what? Like, oh my gosh. Like people was like, I should have sued the hospital. I wasn't thinking about none of that. I was thinking about, just I was in so much pain, like excruciating pain too, because I was like, yo, and she was like, I'm so sorry, we can't turn the machine back on. So you're going to have to just, you know, thug it out and just kind of, I'm so sorry. I pray for you. Just take deep breaths or whatever. So she had to stitch me up with no medicine. I was not numb. I felt every stitch. It was bad. I wanted to punch that nurse in the face. You know what I'm saying? So after I finally went through all that, I got my rest. And, my baby was in my arms and I was looking at her. I was crying. I had so many emotions going on because I was nervous that, if I was okay, she was okay. And, I was just there like, oh my gosh. Hey, people always ask me, why you only got one and that's all you want or whatever. I'm like, yo, like eventually I want to have another one. But as of right now, it hurt. Like, I don't know what y'all been through, but it only took me one time to realize, hey, I ain't about that life like that. I can't see how, you can choose to do it over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, that was my story of how my daughter Isis was born. So Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody have a fun, safe, and happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? And this is Shani Rocks, and I'm about to be out. Peace.